Good morning, everyone. So today is going to be a big visiting day. Right now I am at the Lahore Museum, which is like a big museum in Lahore, obviously, hence the name. And it supposedly has very nice galleries of Islamic art, Indus Valley archaeology things. So I've heard great feedback from it. So hopefully it's going to be as exciting as it sounds. And afterwards, I'm gonna go to the big mosque for which Lahore is famous, and Lahore Fort, which is just next to it.
The museum was vast and included a lot of different collections of artifacts related to all the big historical period of Pakistan's history. I enjoy going through the Mughal and Sikh empires sections, but what really caught my eye was the section dedicated to the Indus Valley civilization. The Indus Valley civilization, one of the world's oldest urban cultures, thrived in Pakistan over 5,000 years ago, around the same time as the Egyptians, Mesopotamia, or the early Chinese civilizations. Spread around the Indus River, hence its name, most of the main archaeological sites are located in what is now Pakistan, including the major cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. The Indus Valley people were masters of city planning, had a written script, and created exquisite pottery and jewelry. It is awe-inspiring to witness this remnants of an ancient civilization right here in Lahore. In addition to this, the museum also had some very nice artifacts in its Buddhism and Hinduism section, as well as a more recent Pakistani art exhibition. After the museum, I went back to the street I had dinner at the night before to join the guide I had booked for the day. The first stop in our itinerary was the iconic Lahore Fort. Lahore Fort, also known as Shahi Qila, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This impressive fort that served both as a fortress and a palace complex has witnessed centuries of empires and rulers, from the Mughals to the Sikhs and the British. Its architecture is a blend of various styles, making it a testament to the city's diverse history. The site of Lahore Fort has been inhabited for millennia, but the foundations of the modern Lahore Fort date back to 1566, during the reign of Mughal Emperor Akbar, when he made Lahore the capital of the Mughal Empire. Since his reign, successive emperors have left their mark on the fort, including Shah Jahan's 17th century Crystal Palace and Aurangzeb with his iconic Alamgiri Gate. After the Mughal Empire fell in the 18th century, the fort was used by the Sikh emperors as their primary residence, and after them by the British, who converted older buildings into hospitals, barracks, and other colonial functions. Over the years, Lahore Fort was ransacked, and many of its buildings were damaged. For years, it stayed neglected and in dire need of care. However, it is now being restored, allowing visitors to enjoy its original splendor once again. My favorite part of Lahore Fort is Sheesh Mahal, also called the Palace of Mirrors, or Crystal Palace. The love story behind its construction is as unique as its structure. The Palace of Mirrors was built by Emperor Shah Jahan in 1631 for his beloved queen Mumtaz Mahal, when she lived in Lahore. The legend wants that she wished to float in the stars as she saw in her dreams, and to make her desire come true, Shah Jahan ordered the construction of Shish Mahal. Unfortunately, before she could step into the palace, she passed away, and Shah Jahan then ordered the construction of the Taj Mahal in India, in her memory. While in Lahore Fort, I also had my guide explain to me something that had been bugging me for a while. Since I had arrived in the city, I had noticed there were a lot of big birds in Lahore sky. I wasn't too sure what they were, but when I asked my guide, he actually told me that they were eagles, which I found astonishing. After the fort, our guided tour led us to one of Lahore's most iconic landmarks, the Badshahi Mosque. The Badshahi Mosque is a masterpiece of Mughal architecture. It was commissioned by Emperor Aurangzeb in the 17th century. Its massive courtyard can hold thousands of worshippers, and its stunning red sandstone and white marble domes are a sight to behold. It was, at a time, the largest mosque in the world. Stepping inside, you're immediately struck by the intricate tilework, calligraphy, and the sense of serenity that envelops you. It's no wonder that this mosque is one of the world's most famous and most beautiful. After Badshahi Mosque, my guide decided to show me the old city of Lahore, also called the Walled City, which, according to him, was the true historical heart of Lahore. On the way there, I was once again struck by the vitality of Lahore streets. It never failed to surprise me with unusual sights. Before we reached the Walled City, our journey took us through a bustling spice market, which, by the way, my local guide insisted was the absolute best in all of Lahore. The air was filled with the most amazing scents, and the market was alive with energy. I couldn't resist picking up some fragrant spices to take back home. After a while, we finally entered the Walled City through the iconic Delhi Gate, which happens to be one of the only 6 remaining gates of Lahore. Here is an interesting tidbit. Despite its name, the original walls of the Walled City were actually demolished by the British during the 19th century, along with many of the original 13 gates. The Delhi Gate we see today was reconstructed during the British Raj and has since become one of the most renowned landmarks in Lahore. Stepping through the gate was like taking a leap back in time. But this new neighborhood I stumbled upon felt like I had been transported straight into the pages of a Mughal history book. Everywhere I looked, there were these magnificent havelis, ancient buildings, and beautifully preserved mosques. It was like walking through a living museum. As I wandered through the narrow streets, I could not help but feel the rich history surrounding me. Local vendors added to the authentic atmosphere. It was truly unlike anything I'd experienced before in Lahore. It was a captivating journey back in time, and I couldn't wait to explore every nook and cranny of this incredible place. My guide filled me in on some interesting details about this newly restored neighborhood we were exploring. It turns out that efforts had been made to revive it, with some parts being meticulously rebuilt and several illegal shops being taken down. It was an impressive transformation, and I could see the dedication to preserving the heritage. However, it was worth noting that this was just one part of the Walled City that had seen such restoration. My guide emphasized that much of the old city still faced challenges and required significant work and investment to bring it back to its former glory. Amidst this lively atmosphere stood the magnificent Wazir Khan Mosque, a true gem of Mughal architecture and my favorite Pakistani mosque so far. This mosque, built in the 17th century by Mughal governor of Lahore, Wazir Khan, is renowned for its intricate tilework and frescoes. Every inch of the mosque is adorned with colorful patterns and calligraphy. The Wazir Khan Mosque served as both a place of worship and a center for intellectual exchange. It is a testament to the Mughals' era's cultural and architectural brilliance. It was less big and monumental than Badshahi Mosque, but it had a more intimate vibe to it that I quite enjoy. It was also in the middle of big renovation works, after years of neglect. Just a stone throw away from the mosque, I discovered another gem, the Shahi Hammam, an ancient Mughal-era bathhouse. The Hammam was built during the reign of Emperor Shah Jahan, him again, and is a stunning example of Mughal bathing traditions. Historically, this Hammam was a place for relaxation and socialization, where people would come not only to cleanse themselves, but also to engage in conversations and cultural exchanges. The inside of the baths were very beautiful to hold, with very nice murals and impressive engineering. Overall, I loved discovering this little part of the old city of Lahore. It really felt like being transported back in time. It was a place where the past coexisted with the present, and where every corner had a story to tell. After a quick lunch, we headed outside of Lahore towards the legendary Wagha Border, a place where history, patriotism, and tradition come together in a spectacular way. Wagha Border is located around 30 kilometers away from Lahore and marks the border between Pakistan and India. It is a place of great historical significance and a must-visit for anyone in the region. It is especially known for its Wagha Border ceremony, also called the Beading Retreat ceremony, that dates back to 1959. It was established as a daily military practice to lower the flags of both India and Pakistan and symbolize the closing of the border for the night. It is a very theatrical event, which draws huge crowds from both sides. The soldiers engage in synchronized performance that includes high kicks, stomping, and elaborate flag-lowering maneuvers. But the ceremony is more than just a show of military precision. It is a symbol of the long-standing rivalry between the two nations, and paradoxically, a display of mutual respect and cooperation. For me, it was a great experience. It felt like going to a huge football game. The energy in the air was electric, with spectators cheering, singing patriotic songs, and waving the national flags. It was a powerful and emotional experience that definitely left a lasting impression on me. The show lasted longer than the usual 30 minutes it was supposed to last, due to the incoming Independence Day. The show ended with the flag being lowered and taken back by the soldiers to the Pakistani side. Afterwards, people just left quickly and returned to their cars. I did the same. And we started to drive back in direction to Lahore. On the way back from Wagha Border, I reflected on this second day in Lahore and how incredible it had been. From the awe-inspiring Badshahi Mosque, the majestic Lahore Fort, and the vibrant old city, it has been an eye-opening experience, discovering the rich history and culture of this beautiful city. The highlight of the day was undoubtedly the Wagha Border ceremony. I had never seen anything like this before, and experiencing the patriotic spirit and enthusiasm of the people ended up being very fun. After the second day, I can really say that Lahore, you've truly won my heart. The small introduction to the old city left me in awe and craving for more. There is so much history, delicious food, and hidden gems waiting to be uncovered, and I can't wait to get started on it. If you've enjoyed this vlog and want to see more of my adventures, Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update from me. Your support means the world to me and it keeps this channel going. And for those of you who want to help support the channel even further, I've set up a Patreon account where you can access exclusive behind-the-scenes content, early access to videos, and other exciting perks. Your support on Patreon goes a long way in helping me continue to create these travel vlogs and share my experience with all of you. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey through Lahore. I cannot wait to show you what Day 3 had in store for me as I explored the heart of the old city. Until then, take care, stay curious, and I see you in the next one. Tschüss!